Is on the case of aggravated defilement. Okay. The next person is called Oko. Office and the district police command. That is the office of district police command. All has been said, but this is just an overall office for the command and control of the district secretary. All coordinations are here and all supervisions are here. We do an extra role of supervisory. Thank you so much for being part of us.
This is our meeting to review what has happened, not only for the last 3 months, but probably the whole year, and also to plan ahead for the next, for this quarter which is coming to an end, but also to learn from what has happened, which has happened rightly, or the shortfalls which have happened, and how we can continue to improve in the respective sectors that we are. I am aware that in our meeting here, we have all the stakeholders, which involves local government, technical staff, and the political staff. We also have central government representatives here, which is the office of the DISU and of the CAR and of the RDC, which is present here. We also have stakeholders like law enforcement agencies, especially the police and then the DPP. And for us as the dispensers of justice, the judiciary, we are the eyes of the public in all this. Because all those processes that start from wherever eventually end up before our desk, and we give the final output of whatever has happened. And the consumer or the citizen finally makes a result, a report as to whether what has been put in place is working or is not working, depending on how we are finally made the decision on what has gone through all these processes. Right from the area LC1, the office of the DISO, or RDC, police, state attorneys, eventually the matter ends up before us. So that is the main reason why we think it is very important for all of us to check on ourselves every 3 months on what we have done and what we plan to do in the month to come. We only have 1 month to go for this quarter, but still it is very important, because things can go wrong in only 1 day or a week, and whatever we have been doing right previously will all go down in waste. It will turn from something smelling good to something smelling so bad. We have a saying also in our language that, you see, you can make a very good meal of binyebo. Not that the meal of binyebo.
In this regard, allow me to appreciate court. At least we have not had any issue, as the chair even mentioned, any issue with the court. We come, they handle us as the situation is on that day, and we go without any challenges. And the inmates are happy that whenever they come to court, we receive what we expect. Also appreciate police for the support I found, and the synergy I found between police and prison, and I pray that it will be maintained forever as long as I live. However, Chair, we have some few challenges that I would want us to put across to note. The issue of delays in court sessions, which is sometimes understandable, but how we pray that it can be streamlined and so that we go a bit high. The time I had to call the chief was towards 9 p.m. We had to go to, and our stretch is a bit long, so anything can happen on the way. Chair, they also have issues with juveniles. Not the juveniles, but the people who, suspects who claim juveniles. And when they have come to us, we have no option of reversing now the system because it is wrong to reverse now.
They have no link to implications of maybe our intelligence is telling us that there is no any connection of
Just opportunistic.
yeah. Only that there are other people, students come up with intentions, maybe bad administration, poor welfare, and they create situations. But it is not
Political
it is
motivation.
not no, it's not motivated.
Just
Then
sporadic.
maybe on the issue we are trying to encounter, we are encountering these art teachers who are on the strike. Most schools, art teachers are put down and the request count follow up.
Yeah, maybe in addition to the Disozi submission, I try to do a case by case analysis, starting from Nguru, then I came to Anaka what? Integrated. But you realize there is a communication gap between the office of the DEO and the schools, because most of the concerns of the students, they are raising concerns like congestion in schools, poor feeding, the facilitation, meaning there is a gap in the inspection team from the DO's office. So we should really up that game. The DO's office should come up. Cow being the supervisor, we need to talk to them.
There is something I'm also noticing a trend, and well aware that we are in the election period. I'm also noticing a trend that even police has powers through CAP 303 and even the Criminal Procedure Act, where a person, where you have powers to do preventive arrest. But I'm also noticing such situations when police does it, then somebody comes up to sue police. How do we handle that now? How do we handle that now? This encourages people in the public to commit crime or plan to commit crime because they know nobody will touch them. Should we be, can police be more vigilant?
This has caused us a real problem. And like you put it, mediation, negotiation at different levels. But you find a scenario where the school is squeezed
Already.
to the level where you
There's nothing, man. There's nothing more to
cannot
give.
accommodate. Because there is no playground nearly.
No
So there are
staff
standards.
quarters.
Yes, there are standards that a school is supposed to have. So basically that explains why we really need to
Thinking aloud.
think outside the box if we are supposed to save these institutions. Otherwise, these institutions, the government institutions, are being targeted.
It's true.
They are being targeted. And if not something is done, we are likely to lose almost all of them. And people are doing it with impunity. And what happens is,
There's nobody who can defend an institution except someone who is sober. Only someone who is sober. Even someone who is in the district, by the way, they decide to side with the local again as a district.
yes. So, like you said, the leadership, we are somewhere in the middle.
Yes, you are.
So you want to, but sometimes we also look at the nature, the level of the level of the implication of the actions that maybe I may take as a leader.
Money to raise money for bail. That is the truth. And if you release them without paying cash, they never turn up. Eventually the complainant comes and starts asking, why have you released this person? Why have you released him? He's not coming. He's rejoicing in the village. He has even said so many things. So it becomes a lot of stories. So that is what I wanted to say. As of my caseload, as of the end of May, my caseload was at around 87. 87, which is about 50 or 60 criminal. Then the rest of it was civil. Manamoro, which does not concern us, is about 50 also. That is my caseload. But we keep that number lower because we dispose between 20 and 30 cases every month here. That is before me, and she disposes almost that number almost twice. She's between